That's what you're supposed to do. And you muck it up. Are we on, are we? Is the camera on?
You're not supposed to.
Is the camera on?
Yep.
Is it on, is it? G'day folks, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us.
Yeah.
Youth League 1 women, 1 and 2 men. I'll tell you what.
Impromptu.
I'll tell you what.
You see that coming?
If you want quality production crew, we've got to stop throwing peanuts out there.
Oh,
Seriously,
no.
we've got a
We
bunch of
splash
monkeys
some
out there.
cash.
haven't we? It's
Splash some
terrible.
cash.
Youth League 1.
Because we splash a lot on this show.
Oh, yeah, no, what? Yeah. By the way, we're getting a pay rise. Did you hear that?
Yes, that's
we're getting
a lot,
double
yeah.
what we get now.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
No,
No.
You're getting triple what we get
Yeah.
now.
Perfect, thanks.
Welcome to the $0 bracket. Youth League 1 men. The good news, at least Youth League 1 women. The good news about you getting paid nothing, you don't have to pay tax on that.
Zero
Fantastic.
tax.
It took 3 years for Kel to work that. He was paying tax every week on earning
Turns
nothing.
out I was losing money.
Youth League 1 women. Hawthorn 65 defeated McKinnon 62. You said McKinnon would lose.
Yeah, I did.
Guess what?
They what?
You were right.
She was a belter though.
It was a very good game. Scores level going into the last quarter.
Healthy rivalry between these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mel Price 17 and 10. Sky Beaton 15 points. Tennille Bent Velzen, the former Latrobe City Energy player, had 15 plays. The Twerds.
Had a good
The
season.
Twerds did all right. Katrina Twerdy 14 and 8. Sammy Furman 13 points. 3-point margin. Hawthorn get it into the grand final.
Into their second.
Wow.
Last year.
They did win it last year.
They're out defending their title.
Well, you would have gone out and seen this game because
Oh,
you
no.
love watching the girls play.
No, they were on Saturday night. I couldn't. I was playing.
Oh, sorry. Well, you would have had a report back about it.
Got a bit of a report.
Yeah, go. Take it away.
Felt look Hawthorn just too good, mate. Mel
That's the
Pryor.
report you got.
Mel Pryor.
That's it.
They were. Well, what do you got, big shot? Come on, let's go. What did you get?
Well,
Your ears to the ground.
I've spoken to a few people about
and,
this game.
And how'd you go?
Hawthorn got up by 3. They did well.
Yeah. Was it because they were too good?
Look, I think one of the key things here is Hawthorn found a couple of other scorers other than Mel Pryor.
Yep.
Sky Beaton obviously stepped up, as we said, and Tennille Ben Velzen stepped up. Katrina Twerdy and Sammy Furman both played well, but one thing that's hurt McKinnon in the back half of this season is they haven't regularly had the depth of scorers stepping up. They haven't scored a lot of points.
So Aaron Hastings would have come in handy. Yeah.
Like, I don't think McKinnon scored 62 in that game. That's one of their highest scores in the back half of the season, to be fair. They've been well held in a lot of games. And if you look over their last 6 games, I think McKinnon lost 4 of their last 6.
Yeah, they didn't come in white hot at all, so... Yeah.
So Hawthorn make it through. Hannah Lowe in her first season as a coach.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Hannah, through to a grand final. And I think Hawthorn deserve to be there. They made the grand final of the pre-season competition. They've obviously got a good unit together. It's unfortunate that Katrina Laxavy won't be there.
Yeah. Maybe they're doing it for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But having said that, they'll come up against Warrandyte, and Warrandyte have Molly Booth out with a knee injury, who's missed the best part of the season as well. So they've both got some key players out. But well done to Hawthorn. They get the win by 3 over McKinnon.
Yep.
Is Marty Hanson re-signed for next season?
I have no idea. I know you should.
You better get that done.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
I'll just go and do that.
I'd organise that.
Sure.
Take us through the other game.
Warrandyte 51 knocked off Craigieburn 49. So we had a 2-point and a 3-point game. I heard this was a bit of a hard stopper. I'd take it serious, but I wasn't there and you were, so go.
Well, I was there for the last 15 seconds of the game.
Good.
So, because I was over at Whittlesea. In fact, I parked my car distantly in the shopping centre car park because there was a lot of people at the stadium.
Fit in a fair bit. Yeah.
No, we had a massive crowd. It was big, a lot of people in there. I parked the car. As I stepped out and shut the door, I heard this massive roar from the stadium, and I thought, geez, we're going to be half a chance here. And I literally sprinted 100 metres.
You sprinted 100 metres.
Yeah.
Did you get your Aspen puffer out?
Pulled both hamstrings of the way.
Tore him off the bone. Yeah, your hair would have been gone.
Actually, it was raining.
Like, oh.
And just as it was raining. This is true, actually. It was raining, and just as I got to the door,
It was your hair.
just as I got to the door, got the brush out, brushed my hair before I walked in. No, I didn't. Stop being stupid. Yes, I did. Walked in, Walked in.
Yeah.
Marg, your girl, Marge, your girl,
Marge.
had just hit a go-ahead basket and was at the foul line with 15 seconds to go.
Yep.
So I walked in, Venom were up by 2 with 15 seconds to go.
Time?
Marge
Was
was
there
at
time
the
out
foul
after
line.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't. Marge missed the foul shot. Okay, so you can't have a timeout on a missed
That's
foul
right,
shot.
not the NBA.
Not the NBA.
Yeah.
Craigie Boone got it, went down the other end, and Nicholas Stewart was fouled. Went to the foul line with 4 seconds to play. 2 free throws.
Bit of noise on those free throws, I'd imagine.
There was a little bit of noise,
Miss it.
and she missed both.
Oh no.
Venom got it
dear.
back, went down the other end, and Venom got a couple of shots. Missed them both. And I think it was only 0.2 of a second.
As
by that
Dennis
stage.
Committee would say, the comedy of errors.
There was about 3 timeouts in the last 4 seconds as both teams looked to advance and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, the end result is the Venom got up by 2 points, Alan Patterson 10 points, Brianna Waugh 8 points and 12 rebounds, including 10 O-ribs.
That's huge.
And 5 assists. Olivia Moore, very good player, Olivia
Yes.
Moore. I think she's on her way to college.
Okay.
Someone told me.
Yeah, I think
I hope I got that
you might
right.
be right there.
Very, very good player,
Yep.
Olivia Moore. 15 and 7, Talia Presta 13 and 10. It goes without saying, Craigie Boone absolutely shattered after the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Warrandyte absolutely elated after the game. You know what?
First final?
That's finals basketball. That's what happens.
And that's cutthroat finals basketball too.
Well, Craigie Boone were in the finals last season, correct?
Yeah.
Youth women.
Yep.
Warrandyte Youth Women. That's their first final
Yeah.
series in their 3rd season of
good on them.
competition.
That's
So
fantastic.
well done through the grand final.
Yep.
And that'll take place this Saturday night down by the Yarra. Warrandyte v Hawthorn, 8:30 p.m.
Yep.
As the Division 1 game is before.
Yep.
8:30 p.m. Down at Warrandyte Sports Complex. In round 7 this season, Warrandyte 61 defeated Hawthorn 51. Round 13, Warrandyte 67 defeated Hawthorn
Got-
53.
Had their measure.
Had them both times, yeah.
Absolutely.
What
Bit
do
of
you
a
think?
bogey tell. Look, Warrandyte, I think Warrandyte have got a lot of options at the moment. It's like we've said this, and I know that Sky Beaton and Tennille stepped up the week before, but I just think Warrandyte might get it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go the same Warrandyte. It'll be close, but not Warrandyte just at the end.
What I like about this game, obviously we've got some good players, we've got some really good young talent here.
Yeah.
What I also like about this game is Hannah Lowe was a fantastic player in her career and is now going into the senior coaching. She's been coaching juniors for a long time. She's obviously a very, very talented coach.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole Howard, I had Nicole Howard as my assistant at Warrandyte for 2 or 3 years, and she's now been the youth women's coach for 3 years.
Yeah.
One of the best young development coaches of women's basketball I've seen in a long, long time. I rate her extremely highly. I reckon we've got 2 great coaches in this game as
Yeah.
well. 2 fantastic coaches of young women.
Yep.
And that's a really important side to what we're going to see on the court. We're going to see 2 very, very good coaches, female coaches.
Trying to outduel each other on the
Absolutely,
sidelines.
and I think that's a real key part of the game as well.
Yep, I
so,
agree.
so there you go. Good luck to both teams.
Who
in
you
that grand
got?
final.
Who'd you get? Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go for Warrandyte
Yeah.
to win it. I see the girls are training every week. They're just a great bunch. They've
Yeah.
worked so hard. They've got the first for all of them bar 1, maybe 2 players. That was their first ever Big V final last week.
Yep.
They've got that one out the way.
Yeah, they'll be
And, good luck
all
to
the
them.
better for it. Yeah.
Hope so. Youth League 1 men. The team that one of the 3 of us tipped would lose in the last round
Just never know sometimes. Yep.
have made their way through to the grand final without losing a game for the whole season. Take it away.
The Devils, 68 knocked off the Steelers 46. Win number 19, loss number 0. Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they? They're pretty good. 31-28 at the half. It was up there. It was right up for grabs, but then the Devils turned the Jets on, flicked it up a gear, and 16-7 in the third, 21-11 in the fourth. A couple of big stories here.
Start off with the second one.
Yeah, I was going to.
Yeah.
Luxford held to 9 points.
That's Michael. I know there's
Yes.
73 Luxfords that live out in Warrendale.
The point
Oh,
here-
Warrendale, live out in Werribee.
Yeah, they do. He played schoolboys, I think, or the school championships.
Who, Mickey Luxford?
For the week.
Okay.
And cramping up pretty heavily, and so obviously a bit fatigued from that. So
Yeah.
his minutes were down to 20 something, and obviously effectiveness was
Only
lower
scored
than
9
usual.
points.
Yeah, but
He missed the whole second half.
he didn't play all second half.
The whole second half, Mickey Luxford didn't play, which I reckon is credit to Werribee. So it was 31-28 at the half.
Yep.
Mickey Luxford was out second half, and they still went on the run to
Huge run.
to win the game. Mickey Luxford didn't.
So
even play.
they went 37-18 in the second half.
Without
Mickey
Luxford.
Luxford.
So what are you saying? They don't need him? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying that we've all kind of had
Are you saying
Mickey
he won't play
Luxford-
this week? He's gone.
Not
They don't
saying
need
he
him.
will play.
The team's better without him.
I'm
Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're still good without him. They also didn't have Will Sunderland
Oh, they're better without
and
him.
Dan Griak. They all didn't play, and they still go ahead and beat a really good side in
It's a
Western Port
pretty scary prospect that they can beat a team by 20 points in the prelim final.
and not have three of
And
their
not have
best
them-
players.
I think Beth's,
One of their best
I think
is
Beth's
Mickey
saying
Luxford.
that they're better off without Mickey Luxford.
They're not better. They're still good
what she's
without
saying.
him.
You're a jerk. Mitchell Hutch has come out of nowhere. 26,
Step up.
How great
26
was this
points,
game?
5 steals, 4 trays. He did that in 26
Made the blue
minutes.
carpet, by the way.
As he
He's stepped up
should.
the last few
Absolutely.
games.
Yeah.
I think he's been a little bit quiet in majority of the season. The last few games, he's really stepped up.
Anthony Luxford 10-9 as well. One of the
Anthony Luxford, I think, is son number 17
Yeah.
in that family.
Yeah. The others are obviously good at not just basketball. I think there's 3 in the basketball team, 5 in the lacrosse team. They got 6 that fly kites as a hobby.
Is there any chance Mr. and Mrs. Luxford can invest in a television or something?
Yeah.
Like, they've been busy.
They're outdoors. They're outdoors kids. The other one's he's a kayaker.
They must live out in the country a little bit.
Yeah.
You've heard about the country families.
You know.
There's not a lot to do out in the country, is there?
Well, no. You lived there. You were born there.
Ricky Dehan, 19 points.
Go and hang out in front of the bakery. Throw marbles.
Isaiah Rauch, 18 rebounds in that game for Western Port. Good season, Western Port. They came hard and made the finals. It was very, very good effort.
Yep. Coming up.
After stepping up, very good effort. Keilor 78 had very little trouble in disposing of McKinnon 58. Thunder start with a 43-26 first half.
Pretty much done.
Cougars only got 49 shots up in this game.
You know, a lot, is it? Well, they kept turning the ball over.
Hard go. Well, they had 27 turnovers. Matty Spencer 21 points. Joel Smith 17 points.
Joel Smith gets him every time.
Yeah.
Every time he plays McKinnon. Yep.
Tommy Sapunsa 16 points. Michael Ozakowski 14 and 10. Michael James, who this week, last week it was declared that he's the best centre in the
Yes,
competition.
that is true.
He had 7.6 rebounds and fouled out. Apparently, he is the best centre in the competition, and Michael James alone was going to be the difference between winning and losing this game.
No, it wasn't this one. It was where he didn't play. So we'll never know.
Anyway, take us through this game. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I want to add something. LeBron plays bad games. Right? So I think he's entitled to one. What do you reckon?
He doesn't play many.
Tom Sapunsis,
Yeah.
12 and 14 from the foul line.
Very good.
Nice.
Well done.
There we go.
Hacker should spend a bit of time with him at training. Just learning from him.
I assume you're talking about Michael Chandler. And,
Oh, really?
He fouled out in about 15 minutes, I think. Poor bastard.
Good news is,
Oh dear.
good news is he only got to the foul line once. He did miss it, but he only got there once, I think.
That's why he got the air one.
0-1.
Yeah, he got the air one.
Keilor, good win by 20. Grand final, here we go. Werribee, Keilor, Saturday, 8:30, down at the Furnace, where you're going to need, at that time of night, wear your snow gear.
Yeah.
Don't worry about just...
Don't wear a ski mask because you're gonna rob the place.
Look, a bit silly.
Yes.
But the rest of your ski gear, I
Yeah.
would wear. Don't worry about just an overcoat.
And a thermal.
Wear your ski gear on Saturday night at 8:30.
Hot water bottle?
Yes.
I'd have 3 hot water bottles. It is going to be very, very cold in
I've
there.
met up a couple of times. I'm going to mention another one in a minute. But round one, Werribee 70 Keilor 60 away from home. Round 9, Werribee 86 Keilor 48. They also played in the pre-season grand final, which I saw, and it was going off. It was a great game. Keilor actually won. You don't know how much you read into a pre-season game usually, but they were going for it,
yeah.
and Keilor, they're quite capable of doing it.
Yeah, you've done your best to build it up as much as you possibly can.
But you don't give them hope.
Werribee will win by 20.
20. I think you're probably right, but you know.
Yeah.
Keilor went in with nothing to lose, Werribee have plenty to lose.
Can I just?
Good point.
I just want to congratulate Keilor
Yep.
because they're going to end up as the second best team in this competition in a year where there's been a team that is the only team in the entire Big V that is going to go a season without a loss. So no disrespect to Keilor.
Great season.
They've run second to the best performed team
Yep.
win-loss ratio in the entire Big V.
Yep.
No mean feat.
No.
Youth League 2 men, Coburg 80 defeated Keysborough 64. Keysy start 25 to 15. Hursty must have come in at quarter time and just thought, man, how good's this? He must have, I'll look at you because you and Hursty talk all the time, but he must have been feeling pretty. I heard he was on the phone to you at quarter time. Just didn't worry about
He
talking to the boys.
It wasn't.
Very
I'm
good
sure
start by
he's busy
Keysy.
coaching.
Not bad.
Coburg then went 21 to 14, 16 to 13, 28 to 12 in the last.
So the scores are tied heading into the final period,
They
and then
were.
Coburg went.
Yep.
Alexander Elbazuni 11 and 21, Johnny Plonska 15 points, Chok Deng Ayok 13 points, Simo Pagic 14, Matt Walker 11 and 9. I just want to put this on the table about Coburg. At the end of round 15, Coburg was sitting 6th on the ladder. In the last month of basketball, they've gone from 6th to a grand final
Unbelievable.
in the last month. Now that's what you call
Catching fire.
peaking at the right end of the season.
Yeah.
Well done to the Coburg Giants.
Yep.
Very, very good effort.
Absolutely.
And they're going to meet Camberwell, young man.
Sorry.
Are you
What did you say?
They're
Is-
going to meet Campbell.
They are.
Are
They
we,
are.
are we on at the moment? We're on at the moment.
We're on, I know.
Yes. Are you following the notes here?
Yeah.
They're going to play Camberwell.
I know that.
Oh, right. Okay. That's the cue for you to start talking about that.
83 Camberwell to Warrandyte 71. Camberwell started with a 22-11 first quarter and led 50 to 31 at the half. Venom dragged it back to 5 points down the stretch, but came up short. Mark Jeffers finished with 22 points, 7 assists, and 5 steals. Matt Burrow.
As a news anchorman or as a sports reporter on one of our leading free-to-air channels,
What's that?
you'd be shit.
Really?
You'd be terrible.
Oh, you have to say it like the news is. Camberwell started with a 22-11 first quarter
That's
and
better.
led 50 to 31 at the half.
That's better. That's what we want.
Matt Barr at 19, Johnny Young, led
The singer. He was very good.
9 points and 16 rebounds. Jake Lugg, 25 points, 4 trays. Frank Rhymes isn't actually Frank.
That's his name, Frankie.
It's not his real name.
That's his name. He's changed
What's
it.
on his rego?
Frank Rhymes.
Is it Joel? do you
That's
reckon?
Frank. That's
Yeah.
his name.
16 and 9.
Look, I was at this game. Camberwell had a cracking start. Their first half, as we said, 50 to 31 up at half time.
Mark Jeffers
Crawl
class
back.
above.
Mate, I'll talk about Mark Jeffers in a moment. Camberwell dominated the first half of this game because their transition was slick.
Yeah.
Their
It's been like that for the whole season.
transition was very impressive. Warrandyte were coming down in the first half and literally having to shoot in the last 3 seconds of a shot clock over and over and over again. Their structures just broke down completely.
Yep.
Warrandyte's second half was unbelievable. It was an amazing turnaround from the first half. They got it back to within 5. They held up that transition.
Yeah.
They started getting the ball inside, outside, nailed some massive shots. Jake Lugg, mate,
Good shooter.
man, he nailed some big shots.
Shoot the ball.
And it was a tale of two halves. I think they held Camberwell to 33 in the second half. Camberwell haven't been held to 33 and a half a game of basketball too often this season.
No, it's true.
The second half by Warrandyte was outstanding.
Yep.
Just
But
wasn't enough.
they could never ever get their noses in front, and every time they nailed a big shot, Camberwell went down the other end
Did the exact
and
same.
did exactly the same thing.
Right.
Mark Jeffers, 22.7 assists, 5 steals. Mark
What was
Jeffers,
his better games, probably?
his best game for the season. He was cool, calm,
Yep.
collected the entire game.
As he
Nothing
is.
fazed him.
Yep.
Never got involved with the crowd, whether they were cheering for him or cheering against him. Every time something went for him, went well for him, he didn't emotionally pump himself up all the time. He just got on with the job, get the ball back. Every time something went against
Good
him,
point guard.
he
Yeah.
didn't hang his head. He just got on and got the ball back and tried to get his team over the line. Mark Jeffers was outstanding in this game and an absolute true leader and point guard, and showed us exactly why we always thought he was going to be that sort of player at the business end of the season.
Agreed. Well said.
Very, very good game.
Yep.
And Luggy, in his last youth game, because he goes up to seniors now, outstanding.
Yep.
Very
great.
good. Grand final, here we go. Camberwell, Coburg, 12 noon on Sunday at Balwyn. Round 10, Camberwell 92 defeated Coburg 80. That was at home.
Yeah.
Round 14, Camberwell 96 defeated Camberwell 88 away.
See, Coburg are just surging, mate, and they're always the team that comes in with form's just a tricky one. Oh,
They've gone from 6 to a
Oh,
grand
no.
final in the last month.
yeah.
Can I just say, it was Camberwell's first season in this league as well
Yep.
at youth, and I reckon they've had an outstanding season to be in a grand final.
I think you guys underrated what I just did.
To move on, who cares?
I reckon Camberwell will beat them. I think the run stops here. They've done very well to get it. It's unbelievable run, but I think Camberwell will get them at home.
Yeah. I reckon Coburg being one of those teams that have come. I think Campbell only lost 4 games for the whole season.
Two of them to Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah, I don't know who the other 2 were, but Coburg were always one of those other teams that came ever so close to beating them, but I still reckon Campbell are just going to get the job done.
You got that?
No, I think Camberwell win.
Yeah.
Julian Fields, for mine, coach of
Great
the year.
coach.
Yeah.
In this competition.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I had a chat with him before the game on Sunday, and just a great basketball guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy, Julian Fields, that you would have no hesitation in going and having a beer with outside of basketball and just talking about anything other than basketball. Just a genuine nice guy.
Yep.
Very good coach.
Yep.
From what I saw on Sunday, he absolutely has his players on the same page,
Yeah.
without question.
That's evident, yeah.
Without question. And as good as Coburg have been in the last month, take nothing away from them.
Yep.
I think they're coming up against a team that is equally in form at the right end
Which
of the
is
season.
phenomenal considering it's their first season in
Yeah.
the Big League.
Yep. So I think Camberwell will get that. So there you go.
Yep.
Beautiful.
How was Hursty after that? Was he alright? Because you would have spoken to him.
I did.
He's had a
Yeah.
good season, we should say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
How was- and so did Warrandyte. Well done to Stretcher.
Yeah.
They're at Warrandyte. They finished last on the ladder last season.
Yeah, not bad.
So well done to Stretcher.
Yeah.
Stretcher loved the way you looked down the camera at him last week too. He was
I
very
know.
impressed with that. Had a big smile on his face with the way you looked at him. Just said you had a glint in your eye, is what he said. Hursty, was he okay? Hursty alright?
No.
He wasn't.
No, not really.
Oh, well, you just missed out on the grand final. You don't think you're really going to be happy about it.
Well,
So,
you wouldn't jump.
Is Hursty going to coach again next season?
as far as I know, yes.
He might get the senior job out there
Um,
at Kesey.
Stickytickets.com.au/Big V for all your Big V dinner tickets. Get on them soon.
I reckon maybe Hursty and Vody should change spots.
Yeah.
Maybe Vody do the youth team next year, Hursty do the senior team.
That's up to
They're
Big
buddies,
VA.
I'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
good mate. Hey, we're going to be back next week with the Youth League show to wrap up all of the grand finals. Good luck to Camberwell and Coburg, Warrandyte and Hawthorn, Werribee and Keilor. Best of luck. Enjoy the grand final.
Yeah.
To all the
Get out
fans
there,
out there, go out and support your teams with pride and passion, vigour, noise, enthusiasm, enjoyment.
Yep.
See you next week.